Hi everyone, and welcome to the Coffee Shop Conversations. Our host, Nistine and Peter, will be back in a minute. Today, we are looking at the topic of how to start a business in 2021. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, then you know the hustle is real. We're going to start off with just asking, what do you need to start a business in 2021? So, Stephen, would you like to go? What would you say would your first topic be to start a business in 2021?
Thank you, Tasha. So I would say that the first topic I would say is make sure you give yourself clear goals and use those goals as guidelines to get through. Now that can be associated with businesses starting at any time, but I think it's more important now than ever when we have so much information out there that we have a clear idea as to what it is that we want to achieve and what it is that we want our business to do and who we want to cater that business for. Once you've got that, I think it gives you more leverage when it comes to addressing needs and selling those needs to a marketable community that will pay for your services. Yeah, I think that would be my initial answer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephen. I'm going to give an answer from another angle. I'm going to say that you really, before you even start launching your business, you really have to have a good vision. And that vision for me would be, it has to be something you're passionate about, your why. You have to really dive into your absolute core of what's going to drive to motivate you forward, because if it's something you're not passionate about, you won't be able to move your vision forward. So basically, start with something that you're really good at and a hobby that you can turn into a vision. Okay, so just 1 minute, everybody. We just have a little bit of technical difficulty.
Thank you, Tasha. We're back.
Awesome.
Tasha, while we're waiting, what you've just said, I have literally just written an article on that exact topic for a client, how to turn your hobbies into a business.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Cool. That's something that's really driving at the moment. I feel like it's a hot topic. So Nistine is back in the hoods. I just started the coffee shop conversation for you, stating today's conversation is how to start a business in 2021. And I gave value of passion and hobby. And Stephen also filled us in. But would you like to take over, Nistine?
That would be amazing. Thank you so much, Tasha. Guys, that's the power of tribe. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Coffee Shop Conversation Show. We're finally here with you. We were almost like leaving the tribe here live to do it without us. This is where we answer real questions from real entrepreneurs across the globe with our real team of real experts right here, right now.
And you are?
I am Nistine.
Which would make me Peter.
And that thing on our laptop is what we're going to throw at the wall right after this. Because that is what makes the computer freeze. Anyway, so yeah, we're talking about starting. We got a lot of questions from entrepreneurs from across the globe about how to actually start our businesses. So thank you so much, Tasha, for going with that. We're ready to ask you guys our very, very first question. Remember, if you want to answer, you need to put up your heart emoticon on the screen, and then we will cue the answers from there. You guys ready to go?
I'll do the first one.
Amazing. Okay, Peter's going to ask you the first question.
And I think the reason I'm going to ask you the first question is because this is actually a problem that people are facing worldwide. This is not something that is by the by or nobody's battling. No, everybody's suffering from the same thing. So the question is, I've been retrenched because of COVID. Entrepreneurship is my only option.
Matt, he was
start.
Sorry, just repeat the last bit of entrepreneurship is my only answer.
Okay, so I've been retrenched because of COVID. Entrepreneurship is my only option. Where do I start?
And that is from Oliver.
So Oliver, pay close attention.
Okay, Stephen, you were up first with your heart, then Marlon, then Tasha. Let's hear your best value. So I've been retrenched because of COVID. Entrepreneurship is my only option. Where do I start?
I think that is an excellent question, and it kind of touches on really what Tasha was just talking about. So I would start first of all by looking at what I'm good at. For example, if you are crap at writing, why would you start writing? If you are excellent at talking to people and making sales, then it would make sense that you would go down that avenue. You don't necessarily need to have a product in order to start a business, but you do need to have skills. So it doesn't matter what skill you have to be able to understand who you're selling it to, why they would need it and how they would benefit from your particular business. The other thing that you could do is research things that interest you. So it would be, like Tasha was saying, turning your hobby into something that gives you money. So if you're quite a arts and crafty type of person, that is a skill that you can then use to monetize on and get an income from. I'm Stephen Westwood from SBW Copywriting. I'm sure I will have more to say, but right now, that's all I've got.
Thank you, Stephen. That's an epic answer. I love it. Start with what you're good at. If you're crap at writing, don't write. Ask Stephen to write for you. I love that. That's amazing. If you're very, very bad at cold calling people, ask Janine to call for you. If you're bad at marketing, talk to Marlon and Joshua and Tasha. And if you have absolutely no clue where to start, really talk to Rita. Okay, amazing. Marlon, you had an answer for us as well.
Yeah, thanks, Nestine. So a lot of people have been retrenched, okay? But where one door closes, another one opens. Now, sometimes you don't necessarily need to go and search for new things. You might just find it exactly where you are. So my suggestion is, just checking, can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So I would really it's a great time to just take a step back, look around and see where the money is flowing first, right? Before you start to go and create new things, you know, your passions are your passions, and I'm not saying anything against that. I totally agree. You can put your passions in there, but you're obviously in stress mode and you need to slow it down a little bit. So a good time is to just start looking at where the money is flowing currently around you, and then see how can your passion, your purpose, and everything that sort of links you to it connect to where the money is flowing. So that is a bit of an esoteric answer, but I think at the end of the day, that's a good time to introspect. Look at what, like Stephen said, look at what your interests are. Look at what you want to do, but at the same time, make sure you're going to where the money is going. Otherwise, if you're starting your own little thing in the corner that nobody's really interested in paying you for, you might just be going down. You might just start a business, put a whole bunch of money, the rest of your money into something that doesn't pay. So you want to connect your passions and your purpose to where the money is flowing. So that's Marlon August Story Advantage. Thanks.
Thank you, Marlon.
I actually really like that, because a lot of people have this impression of, I'm starting a business, I need to push a whole bunch of money into it to make it successful, which is not necessarily always true.
The whole build it and they will come theory.
Yeah.
Marlon, just quickly, I have to just ask you this. Tell me, how do you figure out where the money is? Do you have a strategy for that? Or do you just randomly go out and hope you find it?
Well, it's simple, right? Where money flows is where people are. And like a lot of the time, you go to, I mean, you'll see like money like at a McDonald's because you'll see people transacting, right? so you just got to, like Stephen was saying, go and do a bit of research. Just slow it down. Don't be like, I need to start something and then go start something. No, slow it down. You've got contacts. You've got your phone book, which definitely has people. So you can call up people and just say, I need it. And you'll know who's successful. Go and talk to them. Say, okay, this is, they'll tell you where the money is. And then you follow that and you see, okay, cool. I think I've got value that I can put in here. Sometimes people get so confused. They, even if they've lost their job, sometimes you can go right back there because that's where you have trust. People will pay people that they trust, right? So you can go right back to that same place and say, I know that my job is redundant, but I've noticed that you're going in this direction. So I can provide value in that direction that you're going. And they'll be like, oh, we don't pay you half as much as what you're earning. You're like, yeah, okay, fine. I can still provide you this value in this space. And now you're starting to earn money and starting to in the direction that they're going. So I hope that adds context.
So much value there, Marlon.
That actually does add value. I think from my understanding, if I was going to create a mobile hamburger cart, the best place to put it would be outside McDonald's.
So there's a funny story, right? A gentleman actually started his business with, I think, 120 Rand that he loaned from his mother. He lives in the locations, and what he does is over the last like 2 years or something, he built his business up to, it's now cash flowing about 40,000 or something Rand a month, starting at it was about 800 Rand that he loaned from his mother. And he started to do sandwiches out at the CBD in Sandton, right? So there's everybody with money. Why? Because there's high rises and everybody's going to work. And then all you need to do is make your sandwiches in the morning, take it there to where the people are, and provide them what they want, which is food. And if you take it like that down to the simplest thing, I mean, he thought about it as like, I live out in location, but people here, they're not going to spend like, what, $80 or something for a sandwich, but over there they will, right? I'm not saying that was his prices, but I'm giving you just giving you an idea, right? So that is just doing that every single day for a period of time. He's now cash flowing and he's got more than one location.
And that's what you call hustling.
That is exciting. I love that. Stephen just added in the chat, he said, I'd also like to add talking with people that you will help you to determine what you're good at. Like that is literally what I was just gonna say. Like my best tip would be speak to someone that is an entrepreneur and that knows you. Literally, you cannot go wrong with that, because I know for a fact, like whenever one of these people come to me and they're like, like, I'm not sure about my value, or I'm thinking of doing this, like, what do you think? Like, I can help because I know them, and because I am an entrepreneur. I've been in the game for a while, right? And so can all of these people on the screen. So really, if you're in that situation, the best thing you can do is actually just talk to a real entrepreneur. And luckily, we have many of them.
Well, I mean, a really nice thing is that if you don't know where you're going, most business professionals, coaches, entrepreneurs, most of them, to add value or to gain clients, will do a discovery call, which is something that you can reach out and ask a business coach, do you do a discovery call, which is maybe an hour or a half hour of them giving their time to attract you as a client. That hour or half hour is so valuable for information. If you're trying to start something and you don't know what direction you're going in, reach out to a business coach. Reach out and get the right information so you can go in the right direction.
Stephen. Stephen is saying he's hungry now that Marlon spoke about sandwiches. Sorry guys, I just had to share that with you. But yeah, anyway, okay, let's hear from Tasha. But yeah, and the good thing is, like, all of you guys are going to put your links on the YouTube video, right, for us. So if anyone wants a discovery call with any of you, they can literally do that, guys. This is an epic offer. Like, you want to speak to these people. Tasha, what do you have to add?
Awesome. So I have something obviously to come from my point of view, which is obviously my business direction. But something I want to say before I do that is what Stephen said about your skills is definitely really go back on your skills and really go from who you are now and backtrack those skills, even from when, like, so my first skill was flyering and waitressing when I was 14, 15 years old. So going back even 15 years ago and kind of make a list of, or go to your CV that you have that nobody wants, because everybody just filters your CV and doesn't really look at it, but go to your own CV and goes, okay, what skills do I have and what skills can I offer others? And what I love about Marlon's answer is people, even though my answer is another venture, but sometimes your local town is your opportunity. So really look to see if anybody in the community needs help. Sometimes you can offer babysitting services. I know it's something that is, random, but some parents are struggling, and you can offer that service at a cheaper price just to keep you going. Really think outside the box. I know someone who cooks rotis, at £5 a go, and offers it to people in the local community as a side hustle. So you could do anything as a side hustle. Nastine's got a fantastic story about this boy who sold a plant and really made like something simple, but he made it into a business concept. So really look at something that maybe you can have that's a talent of yours that you can go to a local market, you could put on your Facebook groups. The strategy for advertising yourself with local towns is really Facebook groups is a great place to sell. I made 2,000 Rand / £100 in England selling bath bombs in 24 hours because of a Facebook group. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that I just did as a side hustle of, I need to do this. But on the other side, another point is you do not need thousands and thousands and thousands of Rand to have an entrepreneurship journey, okay? I'm going to give you 2 points. Number one, you need to check out my YouTube channel, which is Miss Kif, and you need to check out my blog, which is misskif.blog, because I give you loads of tips on how to make money online at a low budget. So YouTube channel is something for free, okay? It's a platform for free. If you've got a smartphone and you've got Wi-Fi, you can record a YouTube video, you can upload it and put it on YouTube for free as additional hustle to whatever hustles. In this game, I would say have as hustles as possible. but literally, you can do YouTube free. Blogging is something that I also recommend. It's something that you just have to spend a little bit of money for the website host for a year. But again, blogging is for free once you got your domain, or actually you can start it for free, to be honest, on WordPress, but then you have to upgrade it. But eventually you can get monetized. But even if you're not monetized, there's a thing called affiliated marketing. Affiliate marketing is something that is also for free. And how do you find affiliate marketing? If you go to your clothes, okay? If you're a fashionista and you've got Zara, Forever 21, all those brands. Go and do a try on haul and find the catalog of your same product that's already advertising there. They do the best way to find an affiliate program for that of your favorite items is you go Forever 21 affiliated program. Sign it up. If you get accepted, boom, you can do your affiliations. That's what I do for most of everything of my digital products. But another one is product reviews. I actually do have a blog about different niches, which I highly recommend. But product reviews, iPad, phone, anything electronic, okay, that you can find on Amazon, okay? I know this is subjective to countries, but it's a thing, okay? You can literally review any product and go on Amazon, find the exact same product, write a blog about it, or do a YouTube channel about it, and literally through the affiliated program, you can get money. Obviously, my suggestions with the digital world, it takes time and it takes consistency, and the money doesn't come immediately, but it is a great investment to yourself. Sorry, another quickly top tip. I don't mean to hog the camera for so long, but this is what I want to say is digital products. Digital products is a low investment, okay? Like an ebook, if you have your skill set, you can maybe advertise your skill set on Eventbrite, do a group Zoom. Zoom is free for 40 minutes, okay? Eventbrite's for free. And you could do a group coaching session for £5, which is 100 Rand each. And literally that is a hustle in itself. Anyway, my name is Tasha, aka Miss Kev, founder of Kev Media Hub, turning your passion into a career through online monetization with blogging and YouTube.
I love it, Tasha. Thank you so much. That is so much value, like that you gave just right there. Like my mind is spinning. But I am such a fan of educating the whole world about like things like affiliate programs and things, because the thing is, like, if you come to me and you're like, I'm stuck, I have nowhere to go, like, that is just not true. You just haven't found where you're supposed to go yet. And yeah, just a shout out to you, Tasha. I mean, you're such a hustler. You're incredible. And thank you so much for teaching all of us how to do the same. I need to talk to you about our affiliate program as well. So, but I will. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so Oliver, I think you got like tons of value from that. I think also, you know, just realizing you're not alone. It happens to everyone. You know, like I've been retrenched. I know some of the people in the school have been retrenched.
I've never been retrenched, but I've quit a few times.
It just happens. It happens. But you know what? We move on when we move forward and we get better stuff anyway. So let's just do it. It's amazing. Cool. Peter, you're going to ask us the next question.
I actually think that the next question is quite close to the first, and I think it's because, okay, yeah, let's
go with Marvin's question.
Okay, I think this is actually a good idea.
So Marvin, you gave us this comment on Instagram, and thank you so much, because I think it's an epic question.
Okay, so the question is, what are your best entrepreneurship hack for the entrepreneurs? Ooh.
So what is your one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs?
Ooh. Hacks.
Tasha's like, ooh. What is your one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs? Stephen.
I don't know if it's a hack. Well, you two are frozen. I quite like the faces you're pulling. Anyway, I would say the issue that new entrepreneurs face, and it doesn't really matter what industry you're in, is credibility. And I would say that the best way to become credible is make a lot of calls and be seen. If you become very quickly very well known within your area, within your field of expertise, whatever your business is in, then you are likely to attract new clients or sell more products very quickly. I'm Stephen Westwood from SPW Copywriting, and I'm going to continue eating my popcorn. Thank you.
Quickly, just before you pop another popcorn, Stephen, making calls. Just clarify for us, what types of calls are these to establish credibility?
Okay, so as you know, there's multiple areas to my business now. So as a copywriter, the first thing that I did was outreach. I reached out to businesses that I would like to work with in certain industries, and I got to know their marketing department. If they didn't have a marketing department, then I got to know their CEO or the owner of the business. I spent time also getting known by certain agencies. On top of that, I also write for different publications that get me noticed within those publications. As a coach, what I do is I spend time in social media groups. Now, everybody knows I'm not a fan of social media. If you check out any of my social media, I very rarely post, and when I do, it's something very quick. However, what I do when I am on social media is I hang out in groups, I start answering questions, and people start recognizing my name and seeing that what I'm providing is perfect solution for what they want. I have gotten quite a few of my clients from that. I always say about 70% of my clients are from referrals or from past clients that I've worked with. The other 30% I get from making sure that people know my name. Now, other ways to do that would be to join a networking group. There is power in people. People will refer you once they trust you, and you can build relationships very quickly. Well, I can anyway. So there's my answer. I hope that helps.
That helps so much, Stephen. Thank you. And I mean, like, guys, if you're still wondering how to get your name out there, like, how do you get people to know your name as an entrepreneur? Talk to Stephen, because I've seen him do it. He basically turned us into his own little marketing department. I don't know if you guys, are you getting sick of how many times we mention Stephen Westwood in all our blogs, all our videos, all our...
Joshua's part doesn't work, so he's got a
Oh, this is amazing. But yeah, so talk to Stephen for if you want to get your name known, guys, for sure. Okay, so I think we're getting hacks from all of you guys. So let's do Tasha, Marlon, Joshua, and then Janine. But I'll cue you guys as we go, and then we done. Okay, Tasha, one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs.
I love this, and I actually needed Stephen to answer for me to think of mine. So thank you, Stephen. I needed a instigator there. So my biggest one is create your own opportunity. Don't wait. So I've noticed a lot of entrepreneurs kind of have this. Some of you are lazy. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it out there and just say you think that you need to literally do something, and then people are going to come to you, and then everything's going to be amazing. Whether it's new school, old school, you always have to hustle. And my biggest tip for me is I create my own opportunity. I love creating my own opportunity because it's a wild ride and you never know which door is going to open. So for me, is something that I do is I will walk into a business, and I'll just ask, how you doing? How's business? Especially now, people want to talk about COVID. And then maybe in that conversation, you can think of a way that you can collaborate with them. Maybe you can work with them, or they'll be able to, again, because it's a little bit of what Stephen says, they'll know your name to then be able to refer. Okay, that's how you do it in even your local town. Just get to know your people and reach out to brands. Reach out. I reach out to, I don't care if I've got one follower to 5,000 followers. For me, I know my energy. I just go, and guess what? The worst answer they can say is no. But when that person says no, they're opening an opportunity for someone to say yes. So don't feel not confident enough to speak to people and ask, because you never know who will say yes. And part of the journey is to make mistakes, and it's part of the journey. You're getting a no for a reason. You're making a mistake for a reason. Find the lessons and value within that. And you never know what and where your journey will take you. My name is Ms. Kif. Thank you very much.
I also just want to quickly add that a lot of people are afraid of getting the no answer.
Not
Janine.
Just saying.
It's true. A lot of people are afraid of it. But what's the worst that can happen? If somebody says no, you don't end up anywhere worse off than where you were before you started. Like Tasha said, give it a try. You will find somebody that says yes if you're persistent enough.
I love the dynamic duo going on here. It's brilliant. Thank you so much for that hack, Tasha. That's an epic hack. Create your own opportunity. Marlon, Mr. Super Sales. One best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs.
So I'm gonna sit like right in between the awesome Stephen and Tasha right there, and so you definitely need to reach out, because staying by yourself is not going to help anything, right? So you need to reach out. The other thing is trying to find that opportunity with people, and the only way you're going to find it is by asking questions. So the thing is, be inquisitive, right? The more inquisitive you are, and the more you got your phone book. So that's the hack. I'm literally saying you can sit at home and just ask a whole bunch, be interested in other people. If you go there with that intention, the opportunity, like Tasha said, will show itself, and you can be like, hey, if I had to do this for you, what would you be willing to pay for that? And then boom, you start making money.
Brilliant.
That's business story advantage.
Stunning. Love it, Marlon. That's an awesome hack. Ask questions. And it's one that a lot of people, like, it sounds so simple, but a lot of people actually miss it. So, and like, I've learned that from you as well. Like, I'm naturally talky, just like Tasha. Like, if we get on a call together, we will never shut up unless she's torturing me with her newest social media Google sheet, which helps a lot, by the way. But asking questions, brilliant move. You can't go wrong because people have to answer you. Thank you, Marlon, Mr. Super Sales. Okay, cool. Next heart was Janine from Jelani Sales. Let's hear your one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs, Janine.
So one hack that worked very well for me was to be goal-driven and not to-do list-driven. There's a massive difference in that. And by having the vision that was mentioned earlier, that's part of the goal. And rather focus on the goal than just the to-do list. You will go flipping far by following that. And the other thing is, the acronym I use is SCS. Go with a serving mindset. Don't just go and sell yourself. That will happen. It will happen automatically if you follow the serving, then caring for your clients, and of course, then show them the value that you can provide them. And of course, never burn bridges. That's the other hack, because you never know when you might need someone in your entrepreneurial journey. I'm Janine from Jelani Sales, cold calling my warm.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Janine.
The one woman that's not afraid of a fight.
She's not afraid of no either. I don't think she's afraid of anything.
I don't know.
Not even potato.
I'm afraid if wine runs out, then I'm getting scared.
I love it. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Janine from Jelani Sales saying her one best entrepreneurship hack: ditch the to-do list and focus on the goal. Love it, Janine. Also, never burn bridges. What I'm actually going to do, Marvin, this is a freaking fantastic question. I'm going to make like little posts for all of these people. And
still has his heart.
We're going to get him now. I'm just trying to say that we will make the posts with all the different people's hacks with their faces on it, and we'll put it out there for you guys so you have this value forever, because this is epic. Okay, on that note, Joshua with the manual heart, please can you share with us your one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs?
So we're just going to pretend she did not say that, but other than that, so one thing people should always be mindful of, before you can even speak to anyone else, you have to work on yourself first. So for example, mind hacks. So having a morning routine is always essential, and you have to stick to it. Focus, of course, definitely. Write it all down, definitely. Be a minimalist. Try to be a minimalist as much as possible. Always be charged up as well, and also create a note system. Limit your decisions, basically, and recognize your stress habits. So if you do all that, you basically have already structured yourself to be prepared for everyone else. You know, so always think accordingly, because in order for you to, it's all about yourself first at the end of the day. No one else has came up with the business idea other than you, so of course, get yourself together mentally first. have a concept, have an understanding, and also be aware of what's going on. So once you've gathered yourself with yourself, you will be more prepared to come out to everyone else. Other than ultimately, so there's my hack, mind hacking.
I love it so much, Joshua. Thank you so much. And you are Joshua Chandler from?
Indianapolis, Indiana. Who's your web host?
Amazing, brilliant, guys. So there you have it.
This is actually something I would really like to add, which my personal hack would be surround yourself with people like this. At the end of the day, nobody's an island. Although we want to buy an island, nobody is an island. We all want to succeed, but that's just the point. Everybody wants to succeed. So surround yourself with people that either are successful or that want to be successful. It's all about the mindset. So get into a space where even if somebody is not successful and they're striving to be successful, you want to connect with that person because they may have tips and tricks for you and you might be able to offer value to them. At the end of the day, we don't do it on our own. And if we look at our own journey, and because we do networking for a living, that is what we do. We have surrounded ourselves with people that are phenomenal. And every single one of them have added to our journey. So put yourself in a position where you can add to somebody else's journey and they can add to yours. When you start doing that in group, then there's power in that. Mm. And the amount of value that you can get from that, whether it's information, whether it's encouragement, whether it's new ideas, whether it's assistance, it doesn't matter what it is, it all comes together. That's my hack. Get yourself involved with people.
Amazing. I love it. Just like Joshua, because those mind hacks were epic, Joshua. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It just like reminds you, like once you've conquered the mind, you've basically conquered the entrepreneurial journey. Up to that point, you basically just you have to prepare yourself before you are prepared to serve everyone else. Mm. So thank you so much, Joshua.
A little side note, if you battle to talk to people, start small. There are people out there that work for minimal amounts of money. They do menial jobs and they don't get noticed. Yet they perform tasks that every single day are so relevant to all of us. The cashier at the local store, the person that puts petrol in your car, the waiter. People walk around. Some people walk around high and mighty, and they notice the noticeable people, but they don't notice the people that aren't generally noticed. If you are battling to communicate, do yourself a favor. Whenever you go to the store, have a conversation with the woman behind the teller. If you go and fill up your car, have a conversation with the guy that puts petrol in your car. Have a conversation with your waiter. Learn to communicate. It's starting small, but when you get into the situations where you need to communicate, it'll stand you in good stead.
And if you're Miskip, you might just end up selling all your waitresses on your online business ideas. So they might become your best blog followers.
People are key.
People are so key. Thank you so much, Peter. Okay, I am so excited for this next hack. Okay, so Rita, your one best entrepreneurship hack for new entrepreneurs.
I think it's a lot of stuff that came up. And Joshua said, conquer the mind. My question is, to conquer the mind, you need to conquer your emotions. And your emotions basically consist of fear. There's a lot of other things. And it is really, how do you work with that fear? Because as human beings, we are all scared of the unknown. And the unknown creates chaos in my heart, in my thought, and in my behavior. And when there's the outcome of that is stress. How do I deal with that stress? As long as there's chaos in my heart, thoughts, behavior, I am unable to think clearly. My mind is not still. My mind is not quiet. And because of that, I cannot see the opportunities that the guys was talking about here. I'm unable to see it. I'm unable to experience those opportunities with a mind that is full of noise. So how do I do that? Just take a deep breath. Just keep on breathing. When you're in that space of stress, just keep on breathing, and you will see how that dissolves the stress at the end of the day. And when that's there, you've got a clear mind and you can operate from there again. Rita Skuman, Coaching with Heart.
Love it, Rita.
I actually really love that.
And I love the way that Joshua demonstrated what Rita was saying.
Actually,
Keep on breathing.
There was actually a movie that came out quite a while ago where, and I, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the movie, but I know that Will Smith and his son played in the same movie. I think it was After Earth or something like that. But there is a moment in the movie where his son has to complete a task and he is full of fear. And his advice to him,
with Will Smith and Jaden Smith. Yeah, I've seen that movie, After Earth. It's After Earth.
His father's advice was take a knee, which was literally to stop, go down on one knee, and then to ground yourself. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Ground yourself. Which to me is something very similar to what Rita's actually talking about. Take a moment.
Center yourself.
Yes.
Center yourself. See, through moments of self-investing, that's why I call it. If you go through a moment of self-investment or self-investing, you literally have that opportunity to discover oneself. You have an opportunity to discover something about yourself that you never would have known because you've actually taken that moment for yourself. Doesn't matter how long it will be. It happened to me. I've had it happen to me before, and since then I've gotten to this point now, owning 3 businesses. Just got accepted to college just the other week. And I invest so much within myself for myself now. Like, I don't hesitate. If I feel like I need to, obviously everything's there for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And it was a reason for me to literally invest within myself, regardless if it's pursuing an education or taking 5 minutes to stand outside and just breathe in good old Earth's air. It doesn't matter. It's a moment to yourself, because you never know when you'll ever get the opportunity to ever get to have that moment with yourself. People are always constantly working every day. They have a regiment or a routine, and it's just like, really, they never think about fitting something like that within their routine, And then, of course, as she said, chaotic. Your life could be chaotic due to chaotic this and chaotic that, and it's just like time goes by so fast because you're going through chaotic moments or occurrences. It's like, what just happened? I could have sworn it's only been an hour. No, it's been 6 hours that just went past, and I can't get those 6 hours back, So now it's like, when are you going to ever have a moment to yourself? When are you going to ever have that opportunity with yourselves? When you have that opportunity with yourself, you're going to have a lot more opportunities with everything else.
Brilliant. Love it.
Joshua, I have to agree with you. And I think that it is, and I'm sure that's what you're doing, is to create a routine where you are quiet, where you can look into yourself, and from that perspective, you can ground yourself, and you've got the energy and the clarity in your mind what to do next.
Stunning.
I would like to just quickly add to Josh and Rita. I think this is such a fantastic topic. Fear and procrastination is such a big one, but also I'm going to add to that and say triggers from my point of view is, so I started doing, in May, I started establishing a morning routine, and whether I have to complete a little bit of mindfulness or journaling or yoga and fitness every day to ground myself, because I know what serves me and I love my yoga and meditation. But something that we implemented within the tribe is mindfulness Mondays, which has been awesome. Monday, if you're part of the tribe, if you're a tribe member within Explore ProTech, we really encourage this. We do a bit of a meditation just on a Monday evening, and there's actually the live meditation on Explore ProTech's YouTube channel, so check that out. And you can use it at any time if you just want to be grounded and really welcome in creativity. And we started to do a little bit of art therapy. I'll show you, actually I'll be vulnerable and just show a little, we take a little bit of emotional quote, a positive quote. Mine says, it doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. That resonated with me, and you can just doodle, and then next week we're going to start coloring it in, and it's just, we play some meditation music. It's just for that hour that everything in work, everything in life doesn't matter but you, and you. And this is a big thing, because in business and everything, obviously at the end of the day, even though you've got a business, you still have to deal with you, and emotional habits can come and creep in. You know, for me, I suffer with depression. My triggers come every now and again, and I have to deal with that. And I have to, those triggers can really be to my detriment of my business, because if I'm not performing well, my business won't be performing well. And to be honest with you, putting it into practice, May has been one of my best months yet this year, because I've implemented, and we are only on the 14th of May. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I wanted to share. I'm also super passionate about this. So thank you, Rita. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Nastine and Peter.
Tasha, and you know what, you're 100% correct. It is for me as the individual to understand exactly what triggers me. And if I can have a conversation with that thing that triggers me, I have the ability to dissolve it. And next time that it arises, I know it's there, and then I can deal with it. And then it doesn't become this big war thing that I'm freaking scared of.
Janine wants to quickly say something, guys, and then I'm going to wrap this up. But I'm going to invite you to, if you have any more content related to this, any tips or ideas that still come from this, because I can see we've really inspired you guys, and it's so amazing. Please pop it into the comments for us on YouTube so that the conversation doesn't stop here. We can continue it. It'll be amazing. Janine, yes, what do you have to add?
Thanks for this. So what I want to add is, I'm not sure who's seen the movie Avatar. There's this section in the movie.
I did.
I'm sure you did, Joshua. I'm sure you did. But there's a section in the movie where he said to her, I see you. Those 3 words, guys, I'm getting goosebumps, because if you can see yourself, oh, wow, your entrepreneurial journey is going to be amazing. That's all I want to say, is see yourself first. I'm Janine from Jelani Sales.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Janine. You did that. Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much, guys. This has been a freaking fantastic show. Can I just say my one entrepreneurship hack? So, you know, join the tribe. I don't think I have to tell you why. Like, be around people like these. We have our next global online speed networking event coming up on the 21st of May, 2021. That is where you can actually come and meet with and mingle with these people and more of our amazing entrepreneurs. Just be there. The ticket is in the description. Get it now. The link is there. Just Just get in. And if you don't want to ever miss another episode of the Coffee Shop Conversation show, because you shouldn't, like if you're an entrepreneur, you can't afford to miss this show with these amazing human beings. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click on the notification and subscribe button, and Miss Kip will not murder me then if you do that. So please do that.
I think it's an absolutely brilliant space because there is room for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're the shy person in the corner or if you're the life of the party. It doesn't matter if you are the quiet one, the calculating one. It doesn't matter. Every person is different, but there is a space for everyone.
Amazing. Okay, guys, we will see you again on that amazing positive note. We will see you again, Joshua. Next time.
Is that the
Same
potato?
time, same place. Janine, show us your art.
It's a potato face.
Is that a kidney bean? What is that?
It's a potato. It's
Oh,
for me and my benefit.
I thought it was a kidney bean. I was like, what is that?
I love it, guys. Let's continue this conversation on YouTube. Please pop all of your links, comments, content, everything into the comments on YouTube, and we'll continue this conversation. This has been amazing. This has been the Coffee Shop Conversation show, where real entrepreneurs share real value with all of you out there, real entrepreneurs asking real questions. We will see you again next week, same time, same place. Until then, may all your wildest entrepreneurial dreams come true.
Catch you on the flip side.